If anyone caught the first 30, if anyone caught the first 30 seconds of that, sorry, a few technical problems, Tony. We're here. This way a bit. We're here live at Tapes UK album launch at Suki 10 in Birmingham. Here with Tony Biggz. Tony, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I feel a little bit of deja vu, but otherwise all right. Tell me about your involvement with Tapes UK.
So my involvement is I am the executive producer, and that means that I oversee the whole album. And the way that happened was the first half of it was done in Birmingham. So we had some US artists and some US producers who sent their beats over, and then some UK artists and some UK producers kind of worked it together, all in the UK. Second half of it is that we went out to Atlanta and we networked with some Americans over in Atlanta to kind of finish the second part of the album. Album's now done on Spotify, BHX to ATL, go and stream it.
It's absolutely rammed inside while we were outside. Can you tell me a little bit about some of the artists that worked on Tapes UK, some of the artists that are in there tonight?
Yeah, well, you know what? We've got a real big artist in here at the moment who's come all the way from Richmond, California. His name's Biggz. He's on stage as we're speaking. And yeah, it's a real pleasure to have people who have taken tapes that serious, that they've come from America over to here to perform at the Tapes launch party. So as well as that, he collaborated with Cupid the King. And then you've got Lecky, you've got Tarju, you've got Danny Boom, who's a producer. So yeah, there's a good melting pot of producers and artists that are here tonight.
How was the trip to Atlanta?
The trip to Atlanta was amazing, mate, to be honest. You know what? To be honest, I probably would have stayed there if I never had a wife and kid at home. Do you know what I mean? And now I've got a second kid who was born on Monday, and that's even more reason to stay here. But I might ship them all out and take them all to Atlanta. It was a real good experience. When we got there, I think everyone was a little bit overwhelmed at the fact that in Atlanta, they're on it. Do you know what I mean? Birmingham's a little bit more relaxed with the music industry and the music scene. People tend to say, oh yeah, we'll do it next week. You go to Atlanta and you ask one of them, do you want to collaborate? They're ready right now. Do you know what I mean? And I think everybody that went there was kind of overwhelmed by that, but then took on the ethos as well, that you've got to be ready, you've got to be on it. So we've all come back with that mentality, and that's how the album's finished.
I know you produced the album. Can you tell me a little bit about your role in that?
Okay, so my role as executive producer was to kind of work with the engineer, work with the artist, make sure the artists are performing their best, make sure the engineer sends me all the stems so I can mix it and make it sound its best, get it all radio ready, mixed and mastered, and then we uploaded it to Spotify.
Okay, I know the Tapes UK platform has literally released in the last week or so. Just some thoughts about the idea behind that. Why were you involved in setting it up? And can you tell me what it is?
Okay, so C Brown, who's the founder of Tapes, she came to me and said, I'm going to set up a platform. It's an online platform to link DJs and artists together. And I thought, well, that's a brilliant idea. DJs are always looking for the latest artists to work with or the latest artists to play. So if they've got one platform they can go to and find that artist, it's great. Artists are always looking for DJs to play their material. So it just works hand in hand. And the reason why I got involved was I thought, well, you know, artists sometimes are a bit, how can I put it, a bit too excited with their music and sometimes release subpar music. I like to raise the standard of Birmingham, quality of the music that's coming out of Birmingham, especially in the urban scene where people don't have that much money to go to a big studio. They can come to me and we can get it done. Everything sounding good, and the quality of Birmingham then goes up. The industry then looks at us and takes us serious.
If someone's watching this now and interested in the idea of registering at Tapes UK, I think they can find you on Facebook and online. Can you just tell us where they should look?
www.tapes.co.uk. Register on there. There's a free service where you can upload one track, and then there's DJs in the background of the app that can actually look at that track, and if they're interested, they can play it. Then you have different tiers of services where you can pay and have DJs actually review your music and give you feedback on your music, which is really good.
Okay. The grime scene in Birmingham here at the moment, obviously, like really particularly strong. But I think perhaps we've heard people talk tonight already about perhaps how the supporting infrastructure for music and that in Birmingham isn't as strong. What are your thoughts on the music scene here in the city at the moment?
I think Birmingham's always been there. When people are saying, "Oh, Birmingham's dead," or Grime's dead. When people have said Grime's dead, it was the Birmingham scene that kind of kept it alive. Do you know what I mean? But I feel that because there's kind of no infrastructure here, there's no real PR, no real marketing, no real managers. A lot of people get lost in the fact that they make a track, put it online, and expect it to go viral, and that's kind of their business plan, just to kind of put it online, expect it to go viral. And we know that viral is very far and few between. So we need to kind of build that infrastructure, help everybody understand there's a way, there's a process in which you release your music, i.e. PR, marketing, management, record labels, and kind of boost Birmingham and get us up to the top of the industry.
All right, Tony, thanks for taking the time to join us. I know you just had a little boy again. Congratulations on that hard-working man, like out here tonight representing, like, and get back in there in a little while. Stay locked to Flat Eye. We're going to try and interview some more of the artists here. So yeah, keep watching. Cheers for your time.
Cool, bro. Thank you.
Pleasure, man. Pleasure.